Not yet.
It was good, Granny.
All right, what's up? Y'all, today we have, I'm a little sick, so forgive me. But today we have Bobby Debarge on the show. And for the younger people that don't know who Bobby Debarge is, or if you've been hiding under a goddamn rock, you got to know that this is Bobby Debarge Jr. from his dad,
Well, I'm actually the third.
the
I'm
third.
actually the third.
Yes,
Yeah, my
you
dad was
are
actually a junior. Yeah.
the junior. Yes, you're correct. Of course, you're correct. As your dad, you would know that.
Right. Right.
But yes, I remember reading that. Bobby DeBarge's dad is Bobby DeBarge Jr., who was a member of Switch and DeBarge. He was both, right?
Yeah, he was later on. He joined his brothers and sister in the barge, basically part two after Uncle had left and stuff. That was way later on in his career. Switch came before
Right.
the barge
Okay.
dad.
And I call your name. I call your name, girl. How's it go?
Yeah, we never ride lonely,
Yes,
baby.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Y'all got it. If you don't know that song, you have to go listen to it. I Call Your Name by Switch. It was the bomb. But anyway, this is his son, Bobby DeBarge the third, and he is a R&B singer, and to me, one of the best R&B singers out there right now, like dead ass. And I don't just be saying shit. Y'all already know. So anyway, thank you for being a part of my podcast today. I really appreciate you taking the time
thank you,
to
Granny. I
answer some
appreciate you.
questions. Thank you. So, the first thing I have down here to ask you is how long have you been making music?
Um, Professionally or like just making music?
Let's do professionally because you've been in the music game probably all your life, huh?
Yeah, like I think I got in stepped in the studio for the first time when I was like 8, no 7 probably, and I had a demo deal with Warner. Things were like a lot faster back then. But I mean, I've been putting out music probably since like about like 15 years now.
Okay,
Yeah,
time to blow up, man.
time to blow up.
The time is here. It's here. This is it. Who's your inspiration?
um, Number one, of course, my father, Bobby DeBarge, uh, the original Bobby DeBarge. Man, you know, Michael Jackson, like everybody.
Mm,
Usher was big growing up. I wanted to be Usher when I was a teenager.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, like a lot of the, I mean, all the greats, Marvin Gaye, you
Mm.
know, uh, man, Tevin
So you're
Campbell was the coldest back in the day.
okay.
Man, yeah, yeah. But I can't really get up there like that
Oh, you can. You definitely can.
in that high register. You know what
You definitely can hit them notes.
I'm saying?
Um. So, how would you describe the music that you typically make? It? Do you consider it R&B? Are you neo soul? Like, do you rap? Tell me a little bit about all that.
So, man, ooh wee, you know, I'm trying to be how can I be politically correct here? No, I'm just kidding. Um, no, no, honestly, I like making all kinds of music, but R&B is obviously where my roots are. Like that's what I grew up in. That's my family. That's my mom, and grew me up on all the greatest R&B music.
Hmm.
But I would say I'm very versatile. I like to tap into a lot of different stuff. I mean, even alternative vibes. And I got a country song I just did
I was
recently.
getting ready to say, do you ever see yourself doing a country song? And there you go.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, just I did it for the hell of it. Like I don't really actually listen to country, so but I mean, most people I've played it for have said it turned out pretty good.
Oh, for real?
So yeah, I
That's
don't
what's
know.
up. So you consider yourself an R&B singer?
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, of R&B vocalist, definitely by roots. Like the way I sing is probably that of you know what I mean is of an R&B singer. but I like to mess with a lot of different genres and merge with, you know.
What's your creative process like?
Um, I'd say
Oh,
it's really free. Um, I generally like I record from home now. Mostly everything I do is from home. But I mean, I work. I can work anywhere. But a lot of times I just get on the mic now. Like with like I'm not even writing stuff down as much.
oh, really?
Sometimes sometimes I do because I'm always writing stuff
Hmm.
and like things that are in my head. But a lot of times I just go straight to the microphone with it. Sometimes there's some things that may already be in my head from things that I've written down or whatever, like ideas and stuff that are things I want to talk about. Um, it depends because like the song that I'm about to drop called Tattoo. That song, my homie sent me like a loop, and it was literally just a loop. There was no drums or anything, and I wrote to just that loop with no beat. I recorded it to a metronome and the loop, and then I ended up building a track around it.
Hmm.
By Yeah, so really no rules to it.
And what's the tattoo song about?
That song for me is about my wife. You know, I mean, I think anyone could probably relate to it that's been in love or is in love. Um, because it's like I want you. The song I say I want you stuck to me like a tattoo.
Mm,
Like I want you like basically forever. Because a
right,
tattoo, you
permanent.
never get rid of that.
So can we hear that song's not released yet?
It's not released yet. Actually I just uploaded it to the distro, so it
Okay,
should be.
couple
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah. I should. Well, actually, I'm gonna announce the official date because I don't have it yet. Like
Okay,
I put it out as soon as possible. I didn't want to like hold on to it anymore,
okay.
so I just put it out. I'm waiting for them to confirm. You know what I mean? The
Hmm.
date.
So can we hear a
Yeah.
little bit of it?
Tattoo.
Yeah,
Yeah.
go
Oh, you
ahead.
want me to like sing it?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's
yeah.
hear a little bit.
Um, let me see. Let me see. uh, I know I'm not always easy to love, but you know that I got you like you got me. You know this love's forever, girl. There ain't nothing better than us. Sometimes you be working my nerves. I should have just sang the. I'm sorry.
Sometimes you be working my nerves. So I was gonna say, do you ever
It's
use
hard
life
acapella.
experiences to write songs? But you just answered that. You do use life experiences to write songs.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
I actually want to dig into that more in my music, because yeah, like music is definitely like a release for me. So I would like
Hmm.
to express myself more in my music. I've been making an effort to do that actually more often these days.
Yeah, it's a
Kind of
good
treat
way.
it as a diary. So
Yeah.
sorry for cutting you
No,
off.
you're good. You're good. If you could choose one person to collab with, who would it be?
Ooh wee, that's tough.
Besides me, of course. But go ahead.
Right, right, with Granny. You know we doing that. Dang, that's tough, man. That's like there's a lot of dope people out there, especially these days, man.
What
Like I
about I
really
could
like
maybe see you with Chris Brown or something on some old funky shit.
that that would be phenomenal. Chris would be crazy. Ty Dolla Signs is one of my favorite. I mean Usher would be like a
Oh
dream.
yeah, Usher.
That would be crazy, man. Honestly, I want to do a song with my Uncle L one day. That would be
Oh,
cool. I think that would be dope. Well, you know
that
what I
would
mean?
be dope.
Yeah, because we've never done it. I got on stage with him recently, like a few months back at Newport, California. But we've never done a song together. I think that would be crazy.
Like your
That
own
would be
song.
fun. Yeah, that would be really cool to get in the studio and just like
Mm.
and like vibe out. because the roots are there, and like, yeah, like my dad, like I studied him and my dad, you know what I mean? And
Mm,
so, but and I know that my dad was a big part of him, his
right.
evolution and stuff in music.
So I recommend that you do that sooner than later.
Yeah, honestly, like I have this song called "All I Need," amazing song. I think I might have played it for you before. Uh, that I would love to get him on because it's just like perfect for him, but we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. I'm gonna shoot it his way.
you should. I'd like to see that happen. Um, are you finding it challenging to pave your way in the music industry today?
Uh, yes. The music industry is not what it used to be at all. Everything is content based, and like, so just right now, just tackling that is probably my hurdle. Like, I feel like once I master that side of it, like making content, making visual content, um,
Hmm.
I think that I'll be able to really break through with people because the music is in a really dope place. I would say, um, and I think yeah,
Especially for independent artists.
yeah.
I feel like it's in a good place because you can do everything yourself now.
Oh yeah,
You know,
absolutely. No.
I mean, just think about back in your dad's time, how they had to go to the studio and then they had to have, well, they all played instruments and shit and they exchanged what's the word? They all played each other's instruments. But you actually were in the studio playing instruments, which doesn't go on often today. It's all done in the keyboard or wherever.
In the keyboard, yeah, yeah. I mean, there's still like, for instance, like I mean, I record everything into my laptop, but like I'll have my cousin come over and bring his guitar, and
Oh,
we'll
that's
play.
awesome.
I like to add. I always like to add some organic, um, what I mean, vibes to my music because it's like, I mean, if it's possible, or even if it's necessary, because it's not always necessary. I go with the vibe, but generally, it always makes it better. Like if you got something in there that's real, you know what I mean, like something
Yeah,
that's realize somebody playing with their hands and stuff.
I
I
would.
mean, MIDI controllers and stuff are still playing.
I would love to see that in action. Someone in the studio
Oh,
recording like straight up live, like back in the day. I'd love to see
oh.
that.
Hey,
That'd be awesome.
I'd be
Just
down. I would be down. Honestly, I've done it. I mean, I did it a lot growing up. Because even though I'm, I wouldn't say I'm like. I mean, technology was more advanced, but like I grew up like there was DATs and stuff.
yeah,
Digital audio tapes and stuff when I
yeah.
was recording. It was yeah, organic vibes.
Organic vibes. That sounds like the title of a song.
Yeah, it does. Organic.
What do you
Organic.
think changed in the way like it's challenging now as opposed to back, when do you think it really changed? Like 20 years ago or what? And what do you think changed?
Um. Well, I mean, we know what the internet did. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like the value of like people used to make money off of selling. I think it comes down to money. If we're talking about the industry,
Yeah.
and the business side of things, like that whole dynamic has changed. Like people don't really selling their music now. You kind of gotta like just connect with people through your music, and then you got to sell other things to like what I mean, stay afloat,
Merch and all that shit.
merchandise and stuff like that. Yeah, sponsors and stuff like that. Like, uh, you know what I mean? Like basically like advertising things for people, like making deals with companies,
Mhm.
with businesses that want to sell stuff through you because you're popular, because you make
Right,
good
right.
music. Yeah, or because people are connect with your music, I should say, because not all music is good these days. Or
That's
probably
true.
ever, right?
That's true. I mean, I know I ain't the best rapper out there, but I'm the only one out there in
Got
my
exactly.
category.
Granny get down, man. So, I don't know. Making it out the hood, you know what I'm saying?
Making it out the hood. She trying. Um, let's see here. All right, so I did bring up. Oh, I have two questions for you that involve you singing. So one is, just give me a little bit of slide because I really like that song. Does that song? I know I heard one of your songs that has a little rapping on it. Was it?
It's a
Was
little
that slide?
bouncy. It's a little bouncy. A little,
Yeah,
you know what
slide is a
I'm saying?
vibe.
Yeah, it's a
I
slide
like.
to see the help in my ride. We can spark one and catch a fight. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
a good
that shit
record.
is fire. I love that song.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah, that's my record.
All right. So Gerald Levert or Luther Vandross?
Um, Gerald Levert or Luther Vandross? Man, I don't want to get in trouble. But I'm gonna have to go with Luther, man. I mean, Gerald is a beast, you know. Guy can growl, but I don't know. Luther is smooth, man. Luther could just stand there and not move
And
and
belt
have
out.
everybody like just
That's true. That's
man.
true. All right. Who is, as of right now, who's your favorite artist?
Uh, now these days,
Yes.
man, I really like Well, that's a good question. There's a lot of dope people out right now. I really like Ty Dolla Sign, man. I think he fired.
Okay.
Eric
You only,
Bellinger. Eric Bellinger is a beast. Dude's a vocal.
you only get one. You only get one.
Oh, I only get one. Oh snap. Okay.
So you sticking with Ty?
Um, I don't know. EB been going hard. Eric Bellinger, man.
You
That's
gonna go
I be
Eric?
bumping a lot of EB. Yeah, Eric.
All right. So say Eric is right here with me now, and
Ty
you have a
fired as
chance
fuck.
to ask him one question. What would you ask him?
Eric B. Uh, I guess like how do you manage to be so consistent and do so much music it's just consistent. Like that guy drops so much music. Like he puts out albums like year after year. Like, yeah, it's crazy.
I'm
And
gonna
he
be
write and
honest. I'm
as
not
far as I know, he
familiar with
writes
him.
mostly everything he does. I know he collaborates, but
Yeah,
yeah.
I ain't familiar with him, and I
Oh,
feel
word.
I'm not. And I will look him up today, but I'm not familiar
Yeah,
with
he's
him.
real independent. I would say he's like in my he would he like I've heard him say like I don't want to be like I'm. He doesn't like the word underrated. He's under promoted. I guess I would say because you don't. He's
Mm.
an independent artist. Um, but like put it this way, anybody that messes with R&B knows who Eric Bellinger. Like modern day R&B.
Okay.
Yeah,
And I'm like a 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, even
yeah.
early 2000s. I could sing you any song that you say.
I
But
bet.
I don't know
I
who.
know it. I know it. Me
I
too, though.
can't.
For real. I'm a lover of. Yeah, R&B is my thing, man. For real. That's where it all started.
That's where it all starts. That's where it all starts.
That's where all it
Like that ass.
right. Rhythm and
Um,
blues.
can you
True
play
rhythm
any?
and blues, though. Yeah.
Yes, true rhythm and blues.
Hmm.
Do you play any instruments?
I I have I play my voice. I use my voice is my instrument. I don't
Yeah.
really play like that. Like I know a few chords, but like um I'm actually working on that. So trying
So is that a
getting
desire that
chops
you
up.
want to do, or are you just gonna do it just because?
I want to do it because I feel like it's a duty, like of mine. Honestly, like I feel like it just comes with the name and whatever. I feel like my pops would have, if my pops was alive, I feel like he'd have been like, nah, hell no. You know, I
Mhm.
probably would have been on a playing instrument. But I would like to become more involved. Like I record all my own music and I mix and master and all that stuff and even put stuff together and rearrange beats. But it would be nice to be able to play. I think that would help with my writing a lot,
Yeah.
and all that stuff like that. And I think yeah, it just doesn't make sense because I just haven't really put the work in to try like singing kind of came easy to me and then it was just something I was like in love with for a very long time. So I just like really like I learned how to sing through like mimicking people. I think a lot of people do. Um,
Mhm.
just listening to people and like hearing something they did and being like, "Oh shit, can I try that riff? I
A
got
lot
let
of
me try
people
to get
try
that."
it, but they can't do it like you do it. Like
Y-
you actually do it.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like
A
that's what I'm saying.
blessing.
Like I think there is a definitely a natural ability that comes with it, but then certain things like I had to learn how to do through repetition and you know what I mean? And because I've actually heard people that couldn't sing kind of learn how to kind of sing. Maybe it's not
Mhm.
like the same, but
It's true. Yeah, it can happen. I mean, people can be taught. That's why there's voice coaches. You
yeah,
know, if
yeah.
you
I
if
would
you
still like to honestly. I would still like to work with a vocal coach just to tighten up certain things. Because I haven't really. I mean, I've had some vocal coaching, but not really
Mhm.
like I would like. I never like really tapped into that like that because there's different ways to like protect your vocal cords and to sing without putting too much strain and pulling from like beneath you because like a lot of it is like not wearing out your throat, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Because it comes from the diaphragm, you know.
Yeah. Right. Yeah, there's always a process to everything you do,
Yeah,
a correct process, I should say.
yeah, because you can hurt your voice singing wrong. That's the
Right.
thing too. That's the thing too people don't talk about. You can blow your voice out. um you know.
Yeah. I don't know because I don't sing, but I do know
Don't lie. I heard you sing. I heard you sing before.
I can't sing. I be that one. I can't sing. I ain't even gonna try to sit here and make up something.
You just sang. You sing "Happy Birthday," right? A little bit.
If you had a superpower, but it was kind of useless, what would it be?
Whoa. A superpower that was kind of useless.
Right.
It has to be useless. Why? What the What the hell?
Because everybody else asked the question, if you had a superpower, what would it be? That's easy. You got this is not easy. Makes you think. Hmm.
I
If I
would.
had
Damn. It has to be useless. That doesn't even.
a
Because every time I think of something, I'm like, no, that's useless. I mean, that's useful. Uh. I don't know, man. That's bad. That's I'm a,
I'm gonna come back to that.
I plead
So
the fifth. No,
you
I'm just
plead the
playing.
fifth. What is your biggest fear?
Oh, what is my biggest fear?
What is your biggest fear?
Ooh, like what am I most afraid of? Oh, like heights. Heights are very scary to me.
Like
Uh,
very scary? Like will you cry?
I have.
I have to. I'm
Don't
scared of
judge.
heights.
Don't judge. Like
I
yeah,
know.
like I don't know what it is, but yeah, heights for sure. Like I've conquered it, like with roller coasters and stuff. I can like close my eyes until I get to the top and then be like, ah, you know what I mean? But like because there's some kind of protection there, and I'm like, what? I
Yeah,
guess if I go, I guess I will go, like whatever.
yeah,
But like standing on the edge of something, or like it's like woo.
yeah. Do you get dizzy? Because I get dizzy. Like I really feel like I'm like, oh, like if I'm
Like
walking across a bridge or something like that, I start getting dizzy and everything.
the last time, because I don't really like. It's just I don't put myself I don't put myself in those positions where
Mhm.
I'm that afraid. But like the last time I did something, I was a kid, man. Like I remember I was like at camp or something, and they had us do that thing where you walk on the log or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was on a harness or whatever, and I'm walking across, and I was like, I can't make it across, and I was like, I was so embarrassed, man. I was freaking out, man.
It's a real fear.
Oh
Heights is a
yeah,
real fear.
but
That's some
like, but
scary
like,
shit.
but I'm usually cool. Like, I think if like, for instance, if I was driving on a mountain and like I could see the road and there was no like rails,
Mhm.
I think I'd be sitting. I think I'd be like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
if it looks kind of protection, I can kind of okay. All right, cool. There's a net right there, and there's a
Yeah. I mean, that's some real shit. I'm the same way. Same way.
man.
How do you spend your free time?
Uh, shit. Free time is that even a thing? No, I'm
I
playing.
know.
I'm a dad, you know. Um,
How
uh,
many kids you got?
I got three. I have three biological, and I have a stepdaughter. So four in
Okay.
total because
That's
I've been in her
that's a lot to
life
do.
like 15 years. Huh?
That's a lot to do.
That's a lot, man. But I guess in my free time, I like to do. I mean, making music is definitely something that
Mhm.
brings me peace and stuff like that. I've been going for walks lately and just kind of like getting the fresh air. I like doing that. Just, like
By yourself?
kind of yeah, like kind of be silent and conversate with myself or
Yeah,
higher power or whatever you know what I mean
I
call it.
do. I actually just interviewed someone yesterday, and he was saying the same exact thing. That just being at one with yourself and nature, and just trying to figure it all out.
Figure it all out because what are
Yeah,
we doing here, right?
yeah.
On this
Yeah,
rock. You know what I'm
the
saying?
that's the question right there. What are we doing here? They ain't
Right.
never lie about that shit. Um, what's one thing you're most proud of?
Uh, most proud of. I am proud. Well, that's a good one. Uh, to be here and still be, still in the fight. Haven't give up. Uh, does that make is that a fair enough
Yeah, I mean it
answer
is
to
what it
that?
is. I
Yeah,
mean, that's an answer
because it's
for sure.
because it's tough, you know.
It is.
I think I get up and I try every day. I'm not the best dad in the world, but like I try to be the. And that's yeah, what gets me through.
Hey, is there a way you can zoom in on them pictures in the back? Is that your dad on the
uh,
wall?
I don't know. Does it let you? Let's see.
No.
No, it don't let you. I mean,
No.
I could. Let's see. That's pops right there, and then
Up top.
that's me. Yeah, I don't even. I honestly, I would. I don't. I wouldn't put a picture of myself up, but my wife gave me that, so she put it up for
I
me.
like how it's both of y'all, so that's cool.
Yeah, that was cool to me too because it's my music and it's like he's a very big part of me and my music. Like I always try to like anyone that any like fans or any fans of mine like would know that because it's like I try to always kind of insert a piece of him in my music, even if it's just a little run, like a little high note or
Mm.
something. You know?
Like what?
Yeah. Like what?
Like what?
Uh. Oh no. Like something like, oh no, darling.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Like just like some kind of like old school kind of
You call that a
high
riff?
singing.
Is that a
Yeah,
riff?
a run or a riff, they like to call it,
Mhm.
a trill. Yeah.
All the same thing.
Can you tell I haven't interviewed in a while?
It's all good. We're just talking. We just talking it out, having fun. Let the people learn about who you are as a person and an artist. Um, I didn't want this podcast to focus too much on your family. Um, but for those that don't know, like his family, like is dead ass, like iconic. Um, I
Wow.
want you to know that you are famous in your own right, and you deserve all the blessings coming your way. Just believe
Thank you,
that,
Granny. I
and you know
appreciate
that
that.
I have mad love for you. You know that. Um, that being said, Alicia Keys are Rihanna.
Whoa. Dang, she just be whipping them out like just zoop. Uh Alicia Keys or Rihanna, in what aspect? Just
You it ain't looks. Their music.
oh. I mean, Riri is a boss, but I mean, I'm gonna have to go with Alicia because Alicia, just as a creator, I just have so much respect for her because I mean, she is the genius behind her music. Not that Rihanna, not to take anything away from Rihanna, like she has, she makes great music.
Right. But you would pick Alicia.
I had to go with I had to go with Alicia if it was,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. Well, if you could say one thing to the world right now, what would that be?
Uh, one thing to the world. Whoa.
Some advice to give some advice to somebody that's listening.
Man, keep the hope. I mean, I don't know, like it's tough out there. Like what's going on? Seriously, That's how I feel sometimes. Like I want to like remake the song from Marvin Gaye, "What's Going On," because it's still
Bro, so relevant.
so relevant to even today.
Yes.
Yeah, man, stay strong. Like I said, what are we doing here earlier? And I think. I mean, I don't have the answers, right? But I think like at least on some level, like our purpose is to love. Like, I mean, do you know what it feels like to love someone? Like, you know what that feels like. Um,
And you know, this generation, I don't think they do. Like
like
the
spread
kids,
love, not hate. That's what I. That's there we go.
yes,
That's what I'm gonna say. Spread love, not hate. Like this kid said something at my kid's middle school and the other day, and they said, I was like, wow, that's amazing. They were like, be kind. They were like, and if you can't find a kind, or like if you can't find a kind person in the world, then you be that kind person. You know what I'm
there you
saying?
go.
Like,
Yeah,
um,
I love that.
yeah. And I was like, whoa. I was like, that's kind of kind of deep.
Yeah,
Kind of like I like
it's
that.
coming from a kid too. But you know what? I really don't think that this generation, and I'm talking maybe, I'm gonna say 21 years old on down, knows what love is. Um,
Damn.
I don't think they do. They don't. I don't think they do. I mean, of course, you have some that do.
Yeah, yeah. I know what you mean. It's like a society is like kind of making everything. I don't know. Like in a sense, like I think we got to learn to put our phones down. Like
For
Chris
sure.
Brown said that on his album on this song. It's a fire like it's a the song's not about that at all, but he says it in the song, and I was like, that's powerful. Like, he was like, "Can we put our phones down?" And I was like,
Wow.
and I was just like, "What?"
Yeah,
I was
I love
like,
that.
because that's. I mean, I think that it has a lot to do with it. It's like everything is like, oh well, let me just Google it, or like it's
Hmm.
like everything has lost its special effect. Like
Right.
everyone, there's no more like everyone's giving away the sauce. Like too, it's like I get it because you're making people more knowledgeable, but it's like I don't need to know everything, dude. Like You know what I'm saying? Like you want to
Yeah.
see how to create. Like you want to.
But I'm
Some of
talking
this
about
stuff is
like,
magic.
yes, I'm talking about like too for like relationships. Like what the fuck? And it's that toxic shit too. Like, let me go through your phone. The fuck you mean let you go through? You're not going through my phone for what? You
You
know, and
didn't. You didn't
that'll
respond to
cause
my
a whole
message. I
breakup.
saw that you read it.
That'll cause a whole breakup because I won't let you go through my phone. I wish a motherfucker would ask to go through my phone. Like there's nothing there and there would be nothing there. But the point that there's no trust, and that's
Hey,
why you're
you're
asking.
unique from what I'm told because I thought that was like big for women
What?
to
That
go
phone
through
shit?
phones.
Hell no. I don't want to fucking see it. If there's something there, I don't want to see it. Because the truth
Mm,
gonna always come out. But until then, I'm not looking for it. Like, first of all, it's gonna take too much energy and time from me.
yeah, no, for
You
real.
know what I mean?
No,
And
but it's
and
like, oh, sorry.
no,
I'll let you.
you're good. You're good. Go
Oh no,
ahead.
I was just saying like what I was saying about the red I sent you a message and you left me on red. It's like people don't even think like if first of all that shouldn't I overwrite I try not to pay attention to that kind of stuff because it's like if you're gonna if you thought about that if you looked at the phone and you saw that I read it and you thought about that writing like you didn't think to yourself well maybe he was doing something when he read
Right.
it or maybe
Right.
like
Right. Like
ugh.
I get messages when I'm driving all the time, and I'll look
Maybe he
at
got
it and won't
distracted,
respond.
or like maybe
Yes,
he was in the middle of like trying to respond, and then his wife said something to him, and like what?
it could happen. It could happen. Yeah, but that give me
And
switch
people
the
some people
phone.
take that stuff really personal. Like you didn't
Yes.
like my post, and like bro, I didn't even see your post because the algorithm didn't show you to me.
Yes. It's true.
Like
That's so true.
oh my god, I'm like you take stuff way too personal. How come you always like these kind of posts, but like what? Like people be people you know what it is? People become so analytical because they have all this oh, I got 100 likes. You know,
Yeah, they get caught
he
up in
didn't
that
like my
shit. Yeah.
stuff. How come
Yeah.
you never like my stuff?
The only way I get caught up in that shit is I'm gonna be honest with you. Is I got 400,000 followers on TikTok, 300,000 on Instagram, and the algorithm is fucking with me hard on Instagram right now, and they've been fucking with me on TikTok. And when I only get like 1,500 views, fuck the likes. If I'm only getting 1,500 views out of 300,000 people,
Yeah, yeah,
bro,
you know, you
that shit's
frustrated
fucked up.
because no,
Like
no, that's
it's
different.
fucked
Yeah, that's
up.
different. I know what you're. That's from a business standpoint, and you're like, you're blocking me. You're
Right.
blocking my
For
like.
what?
I got all these people that like, and I'm not even getting a chance to get to reach these people,
Right.
and you earn these followers. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But they want you to pay to get access, and even that
Yes.
doesn't. Even that you gotta. You can't really get to all those people or whatever.
That should be really pissing me off. And it's very, very discouraging. Like I dead ass I post on TikTok, but I don't spend time on TikTok anymore because of that. Because it discouraged me so bad. Like I'm
Damn.
like, fuck TikTok. You know what I mean? Fuck them because ain't nobody seeing shit this way.
Yeah, it's
I don't know why they do that. Like you want us to be a part of the community, but yet you blocking shit. And they started doing that shit on Instagram when they started paying motherfuckers.
yeah.
I was a part of one of the ones they started paying. So you start paying me as an incentive, but then you reduce all my views, so I'm not getting paid that much.
Mm. See, so you talking about yeah.
So
Mm-hmm.
what's your point? Keep the fucking money and give me my views back. I'd rather have my views.
Literally. Give me my
Other than
views.
that shit, I don't give a fuck about who likes it and da da da. That don't care. Like if it was
Yeah, no, I'm
legit,
talking like in personal life.
organic.
Yeah, like how you know what I'm talking about, like because we're talking about like we're artists. We're trying to get a message across, and we're trying to get stuff
Yeah,
out, and a part of our success is way and yeah, yeah. So I ain't talking about that. And even that when it comes to my friends personally, I'm not like I try not to. Well, I mean, I'm a human, you know what I mean? Like, I can be sensitive or whatever. I notice things sometimes. I'm like, this person never supports me or whatever. I could, you know what I mean?
right.
But I try not to because, yeah, like social media to me is, I don't know, man.
I mean, it's a good
I'm
tool to
starting to sound old.
have. It's a good tool.
It
It's a good
is. It
tool.
is. It is. It
It
is.
can be.
It's a tool. That's exactly what it is. It's a tool, and that's how people should see it.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right. A tool, and a tool is meant to be used. Yeah, spread messages and stuff like
that's
that.
right.
Yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna keep you, Bobby. I want to thank you again for being a part of the podcast. If y'all don't know who
Thank you
Bobby
for having me
is, hopefully you know now, and hopefully you tune into his music. Follow him on Instagram. What's your Instagram?
at Bobby Debarge.
And there it is, right there on the screen, so you can. Well, don't say
Yeah, I'm on
at.
everywhere. Everywhere is Bobby. Everywhere is Bobby Debarge. My YouTube is actually Bobby Debarge Jr. because, like you said earlier, I was signed a long time ago, and that's how they wanted to brand me was Bobby DeBarge Jr. So there are people you can still call me that, I guess, because there are people that still see me that way. But I
Yeah.
like to I like to make it clear because I've also seen people comment on my and I'm like, oh really, like oh yeah, they're like no, he's actually a third, and I'm like oh thanks, thanks for
Thanks for
letting me
letting me
know.
know who I am.
Thanks for letting me know who I am. Yeah, I'm actually. If we want to get real technical, I'm actually Robert Louis DeBarge the third. Bobby
Yes.
DeBarge. My dad went by Bobby DeBarge. My grandpa did not go by Bobby DeBarge, and he was known as Bobby. So I guess I could be Bobby DeBarge Jr. in that aspect.
In that sense, yes.
Yep.
Well, it's been fun talking to you, Bobby, and I wish you all the success in this world, and I hope it comes very soon.
Thank you, and likewise to you as well. We homies, so
Yes, sir. We homies for life.
absolutely. You know what I'm saying? I'm finna call you after this. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. That's how we roll.
That's how we roll.
All right, y'all. Hope you enjoyed this podcast.
All right,
Have a
Granny.
good night.